All right. So I finished Agatha all along, and it was actually solid. I'll give you guys that. Now I know from my last video, you guys were like very passionate. I didn't know Agatha had like all these fans for real, for real. Like I didn't see that on the internet, or at least where I'm at on the internet. I didn't see like people like praising Agatha like that. But thank y'all for like commenting and like giving your opinions and like going back and forth. Like that kind of makes me happy that I'm getting people, at least getting some interaction with you guys. So that's good. I like that, and thank y'all for also being kind too, and not being super aggressive and mean hearted in the comments. Like y'all at least very formal with it, very kind and generous with the comments, not being rude or anything. So thank y'all most definitely for that. But yeah, I will say like these last episodes 6 through 9 were actually pretty good. Like it was like back to back getting better and better. Like it was like a good snowball effect of things getting good. It was a lot of things revealed and whatnot, and just was really dope. I will say, I was saying by like episodes 1 through 4 were kind of slow. It was like episode 5, like things like really picked up for real, for real. So I think episode 5 was, I think that was the cabin episode where like Billy uses powers to them in the pond or the mud at the end of the episode. Then like the next episode, episode 6, was Billy's flashback of how he got at the new body and whatnot. So those back to back were really good. And then like after that, leading up to like Lilia's episode with her going through her visions and whatnot, then finally like figuring out what she needs to do, saving everybody, and then killing the Salem 7, I think it is, or the Salem witches. That the Salem 7 witches, I think that's their name. They were low key a lame villain, bro, because like they didn't do much at all. They were kind of just like chasing them, and like they kind of just got no diffed in the episode, which is okay because I think the main villain was supposed to be like, or not main villain, but main end goal to beat was Rio or Death. But yeah, those last few episodes were like really good. Even with at the end too, when we figured out that Billy made the path and like the path was never real to begin with, because like these are spoilers. I should have said spoilers beforehand, but like y'all know at this point if you're watching, like I give spoiler reviews. But the whole point was like the path never existed to begin with. Like Agatha made up the path so she could like steal witches' powers. Because like after like so beforehand, we get like the Agatha flashback. I think it was episode 8. We learned that she had a kid and like the kid was going to die, but like Death gave her a couple years for the kid. The kid died, and she just started using the path as a way to bring witches in, like the song. So she would use that song to bring witches in, steal their powers, kill them. And that was like the whole mythos. Like people thought the path was real to like, gain like powers or whatnot, but it's really just Agatha stealing your powers and killing you. So that was a pretty dope twist. I like that. And it kind of ties into like the whole side of Agatha all along, how like all along, just Agatha behind the scenes doing things. And then like in the end, Billy made the path come true and like make people's wishes almost like come into fruition almost. Like he kind of made the path a real thing. With, Alice, getting past her curse on the path, but then also protecting someone and dying. So like, she was a protection wish, she ended up dying. So like that was her little arc. Then get, Jen getting her powers back, figuring out who took her powers was freaking Agatha. Helped someone make her lose her powers or bound her powers. So Jen got her powers back. Then, with Lila too on the path, she finally, accepted the visions, understood what the visions meant, knew what her moment was. And so she ended up dying, sacrificing herself to, save everybody else. Then, finally Billy, figured out how to use his powers or whatnot. He now gave Tommy his new body. And then, Agatha in the end got her powers as well from Billy to not defeat death, kind of like, kiss death, die, kind of sacrifice herself for Billy. So yeah, all in all, it was a pretty solid show in the later half. Like the first half, most definitely for me, was a bit slow, was kind of dragging, especially for like a week by week show. Like if they dropped all episodes, then like I binged it, it would have been a lot better. But like watching that week by week, just kind of like dragging. Like episode 1, we break through the spell that the Scarlet Witch put us through. Episode 2, we gotta gather the witches. Episode 3, path episode. Episode 2, path episode with trial. Yada yada yada. Like it was kind of like, okay, let's get to it, and we didn't really get to it till like episode 5, and like at that point, that's like, okay, it's getting decent. I like this. Again, I think that was the cabin episode, was episode 5. But then those episodes I did like, I think it was like episode 4ish when Billy got sick, and they had like a little campfire when we were just talking about their things, like had like a more of a connection, just them vibing on, just like more character development. You know what I mean? Just the characters interacting with each other. I do enjoy that, like stuff like that, those small moments, so we get to bond with the characters. I do enjoy. But I do wish we kind of like a little bit more time with some of the characters. Like Alice, I feel like I wanted a little bit more time with her just interacting with characters because we kind of just got her interact with them a little bit. Then she'll get her episode of her, breaking her curse, which is kind of dope. But then dying the final episode. Like, I feel like I just wish we had like a little bit more time, kind of. But at the same time, I think it was enough though. I don't know, bro. Like, it was just, I guess I'll just say that's a little bit nitpicky. But overall, final 5 were really good. I liked it. Saved the show for me though, because like the first 4, again, super slow. But the final 5 made up for it most definitely with like the whole twist, understanding Agatha, what she did, Billy, how he made the path. Then now, what's he face? I think Agatha did die, but now she's like a ghost with Billy. And now Billy's like accepting how he, caused some of those deaths. And now he's kind of like, not kind of like Agatha, but understands the point like, I caused death, I gotta live with those deaths, and I gotta find my brother. So, that was dope. I liked it. I give the show like a solid, a high 6. I'll give the show like a high 6 for sure, because like the first few were dragging, but like, it did pick up pretty hard, bro. Like, I enjoyed it thoroughly. Like, there was a lot of action, but it was like more story-based character development, which is, I'm okay with, but like, at least when you're doing story-based character development stuff, like, you gotta keep me engaged, like, you can't be dragging too much. Like, at least for the first episode, they brought you in pretty fast, like, oh, she broke the curse, but like, after that, it did drag on a little bit. But overall, though, decent stuff. Like, high 6 for sure, like 6.8, maybe a 7. I don't know. Like, if it dropped all at once, I will for sure get this like a comfortable 7. But like, since it was week by week, and it did drag on a little bit, they did throw me a bone though. Like, they dropped like episode 8 and 9 on the same day, so thank you for that. That was decent, and getting those 2 episodes back to back, that did help a lot with the fun factor. So because of that, yeah, I'll give them a 7. I'll give them a 7, a week 7. Yeah, I'll give them a week 7. But overall, decent show. Like, some of you guys are saying like this is like one of the best things Marvel's dropped. I mean, I wouldn't say all of that. It's solid for sure. Like, just by proxy, like from the things Marvel dropped, like this is better by everything else it did drop. Because like, what did Marvel drop this year? Marvel shows out 2024. Enter Agatha, Echo. Yeah, Echo was super mid, bro. I wasn't a fan of Echo. X-97 came out this year. That was gas. Yeah, that was just Agatha all along. Echo, X-97. Yeah, X-97 was gas, bro. Like, I like that show a lot. It came out last year. Marvel shows 2023. Marvel. I'm not gonna cut this, bro. You guys are gonna see me in the process of understanding. 23. Oh, Secret Invasion came out last year. Yeah, that wasn't great. Empower. What? I don't know any of those shows, but yeah, Secret Invasion. That was not that fun, bro. So yeah, just by proxy, by process elimination, yeah, Agatha all along. I will take Agatha over Secret Invasion for sure. But Secret Invasion, bro, that was not great. And I will take Agatha over Echo. Yeah, I'll take Agatha over Echo too, because Echo was just very meh. Like, they had cool stuff, but like, it was just okay. Like, again, just by comparison, like everything that they dropped, yeah, Agatha is better for sure. I'll for sure give you guys that. Yeah. So yeah, that's it for the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys do want to comment, please do. I do try to respond to comments, that makes sense. He's like, if someone like dropped like a repeat comment, like that was kind of like echoing the same points, there's no need for me to respond to that point because I made another comment beforehand, explaining my points and whatnot. Like, y'all also know the comment section of the last video. But yeah, I do respond. I like having friendful back and forth, keep it friendly, obviously. Don't go too crazy and whatnot. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the video, my thoughts about the show. Make sure to like and subscribe, help me out. I'm at 53. Let's make it 55. I don't know. Let's move up in the world together as a team. But yeah, that's it for the video. Until next time.